found a... Let me just... Farewell.
Oh, it's you.
Thanks, brutta. I'm trying to run through this quick.
Yeah, man, for sure. Um, to make it go quicker, well, actually, you can't deal elemental damage with that poison spear, so you might want to wait a little bit before you use the lightning spear. But you can take those support gems I gave you and put it into, like, so basically, if you equip, because that one poison spear I just gave you is such a low level, you can use it from the beginning. So what I usually do is I put that on and then go to the support gem, because on start you should be able to put 2 gems in it, like 2 support gems. Go and look for either chain. You might deal 50% less damage with hits, but it helps deal with like mobs of enemy. So put the chain, or because you're so early in the game too, you might want to go get living lightning. Living lightning 2. Where is it? It'll be in slot number 4. So I just gave you a bunch of 5s. You should be able to figure it out. You'll be able to get the living lightning 2 and put that on your weapon, and then try and get a pair of gloves that adds lightning damage to attacks, and then every time you throw any attack, it'll trigger this living lightning, and they help out a lot. Because sometimes they walk in the way of projectiles and shit coming at you. And that'll definitely make your beginning go way faster. And then also, when it comes to the ascendancy for your character, there's 2 different ascendancies that you can choose. The one that I chose twice was the Amazon, because you get a really good attribute with adding base damage with accuracy on the weapon. And then the other ascendancy allows you to wear 3 wings. So you'll be able to wear 3 wings, and you'll have ascendancy nodes that boost the effects of your wings and your amulet. But it comes at a cost, because to get over to those nodes, you have to either choose negative to your all elemental resistances, or negative to spirit, or negative to defenses, I think. No freaking way. I cannot believe it put this wolf head in here. Oh my god. I wonder how much that's worth in here. I sold this for 20 divine in the first season. Let's see how much it is right now. 65 exalted. It's corrupted though. Corrupted. They're all corrupted for 65. So corrupted, no. So 75. Woo! I think I'll hold on to that though. Mainly because, okay, so there is, I actually wanted this, that's perfect that I got that. presence radius is doubled. I love that. That's a good fucking... Okay, so... There's a unique... focus. Where is it? Jewel... Amulet ring... Would it be in? Oh no. This one right here, increase spell damage by 11% per 10 spirit. That helmet alone gives you 100 spirit. And then this body armor gives you 100 spirit. And then there's an amulet. This gives you 30. Thought there was one that gives you more. You could just get a regular amulet with more. That had spirit? Oh, 15 the spirit. 8 the spirit. Oh yeah, I forgot. Those give you 50. Ooh, that would go good with... Yeah, well, not really, because it's not spell damage. And then we got the scepters. I can't wait to put one of those on. It'll boost my damage by fucking tenfold. Okay. Did I have any more moments as then? I know. Got one there. But it'll take forever to get to it. That's cool that that was in that Zen. I could actually probably use that for my character that I'm using now. I want to roll a joint though. Makes the game go a lot better. I'll tell you what. I don't usually offer this kind of deal, but if you run through the area and you get to the final boss, and then like you try him a couple times and you're having a hard time, just message on here, on either on the game or on the stream, and ask if I can come give you a hand. I'll come slay the boss, and then that way you can just keep moving. But I would prefer that you go through the area on your own, like, and get to the boss. That way you can get the XP. Because I've had cases where I'll go and like piggyback somebody all the way through to the 3rd chapter, and then they can't even progress on their own anymore because they're like level friggin' 20. I think I'm gonna get a couple more levels in here, and then I'm gonna go do my 3rd ascendancy. Because I'm thinking I want that arcane surge.
I'm all about soloing, bro.
You're all about soloing? Perfect. I like that.
I always try to figure it out.
I'm all about soloing too. Like I've done all my characters. I haven't had one person come and help me with the bosses. There was a couple times when I was doing maps, like there was like a weird scenario where I'd have my buddy come in and help me because, so when you're doing like mapping and then you have a ritual and you also do delirium, like if you infuse your map and you make it delirious and then you go and run a ritual map, a delirious mini boss can spawn, like with the big health bar, and you can kill him beside a ritual and he'll keep spawning in every ritual. So at the time, the one time I asked somebody to come help me was because I thought that, so when you run into a fox spirit, the fox spirit goes into a rare enemy and turns it into a map boss. It'll like turn it into a random map boss. So the thing turned into a map boss and I killed it right beside a ritual, and like I was a medium half-ish level, and I was like, man, I really don't want to lose this fox talisman if it's gonna come back again. So I had my buddy come in and I started the ritual, and then the thing didn't even respawn. I was like, wow. All that commotion.
I'm already liking the Huntress.
It's nice. It's like, well, when you try something different, to be honest, I did a blood mage spark build, and then you were just on a spark build but sorceress. So it's kind of along the same lines as blood mage. So I feel like you're gonna like the Huntress as much as I like the Huntress. You'll see too, when you unlock the Roa mount, the spirit gem for the Roa mount companion, and you get to mount the companion, you have no movement penalty on your attack. Fuckers, they tried to push me into that beam. That wasn't even, oh my goodness, that wasn't even the pile up. The only reason I'm getting away with this is because of this super OP armor I got. Without this armor, I don't think I would have made it through this map, or the map before it. So this is the Abyssal depths. This will show up sometimes when you do those green things. It sucks because if you die in here, then you just get teleported back to the surface and you don't get the reward that's at the end. Oh man, I just realized that the thing's really far over here to the left, so it's probably a singular OP motherfucker. Yes, it is. Looks like it's got cloud jump or whatever it's called. I hope he's not a respawning fucking... Yeah, he is. And he's a shade walker, oh my goodness. No, get away from here. So it took a second, but we did it. Well, not Grant. Son of a bitch. Well, Grant. Okay. That's perfect. I'm going to 721. I need pop. I need pop, and I need a loot filter, because I'm getting tired of all this loot showing up. Not wanting to pick any of it up because none of it's worth anything. By the way, a tip for you. If you're still here, I'll just say it anyway. There's new gear at Endgame, and it's called exceptional gear, okay? Exceptional gear will come with a stat as if it's already corrupted. And when I say a stat as if it's already corrupted, I mean like it'll either come with 25 or 20, like above 20 to 30% quality on it, or it can drop with the maximum amount of sockets from being corrupted and not be corrupted. So like you can get a helmet to drop with 2 sockets in it and then corrupt it and get a 3rd socket. Or you can get a pair of boots with 2 sockets already, corrupt it and get a 3rd socket. And same with weapons and everything. Like if it drops an exceptional, there's a chance it can have the max sockets and a max quality and like the corrupted version without it being corrupted. So, where I'm going with this, when you get to Endgame, if anything drops and it says exceptional, just pick it up and bring it back to your hideout and put it in your stash. And then when you get a minute, look up the price on it, because some of the items, I'm pretty positive it all drops normal, like white quality, so you have a chance to craft it into something. And then some of the items were going for like 40 divine for a normal rarity item. And why 40 divine? Well, because they barely drop, for one. And then for 2, the really rich people, they can sit there and craft stuff out of it. So that's why they're so expensive. Like imagine getting 40 divine for a white pair of boots with nothing on it but 2 sockets. I found a helmet that was exceptional, and it had the 2 sockets on it, and I went and fully upgraded it, and all the stats came up. All the stats came out pretty nice. I can't really turn the game volume down until I get that loot filter because I'm hard of hearing. I'll miss the sound cue when good items are out. So I know it's hard to hear me right now, but it'll change in a bit. There's this new bug too. We're on a new map. The monsters spawn in the ground. Well, I'm convinced they spawn in the ground because nothing spawns. And then you just get shit.
I just got done killing the Rust King.
No. I don't know how many skill gems you found, but I'll give you a little tip for Huntress, okay? You can use the skill Explosive Spear. Actually, here. Well, okay. Sorry, man. I'm pretty stoned, okay? So my brain boggles back and forth when I try and explain stuff when I'm stoned. Let me finish this map, and then I forgot that I had said I was going to go to my Huntress character, and I was going to show you, like, the ropes a little bit on how it works. So once I kill these last couple rares, I'm going to go over to my Huntress, and I'll show you, like, the routine that I use to get through the game. And honestly, it only took me, like, I think 14 hours of gameplay to get my Huntress character to the end game in this season too, like from starting with nothing. But I have to say, I got lucky in the beginning because, so I don't know if you've noticed on the ground, in the loot, I guess a little tip for you, there's gonna be normal rarity spears called fork spears. It has to be called forked spear. So pick all those up and like keep them in your stash, because if you use a chance orb on it, you have a chance for it to turn into that tangle tongue spear that I gave you, which actually adds a lot of good base critical hit chance. So it helps you immensely, and then it doubles the critical hit. So basically, when you throw an attack, the game does an RNG number, and it determines whether your attack is a critical hit or not, depending on your critical hit chance. So last season, you could get that spear with a base of, with an added base of 20% maximum critical hit chance. So like, if you got a spear with even 19%, it's already, the spear was at like 24% critical hit chance base. So you could get 100% critical hit chance, no problem. And then you could get the double critical hit, no problem. Like, I had my Huntress at double critical hit on the spear. So basically what it does is it'll roll for the critical hit, and then if that is a success, it'll roll it again, and if both critical hits are a success, then it applies both of the critical damages together. So if you set your build up right, and you have a lot of critical damage bonus, so if you go to your skills, you can click it, and then click advanced info. You can scroll down to critical hits, and right there it says critical damage bonus 215%. So if this was on that spear with a double critical hit I was telling you about, basically if it double criticaled, it'd be 415 or 430% added damage to your attack. So when I did my first playthrough, I got lucky with that Huntress because I got one of those poison spears and then one of those critical spears, and it didn't take too long to reach the level for the critical spear. And then you'll be surprised when you do your first ascendancy and you unlock whichever path you choose. I mean, both of them are pretty OP, but the Amazon one is better for damage. And you can always change your ascendancy later on, right? Like if you want to choose the one with the 3 wings, you can choose that, and then later on you can change back. You can go try the Amazon if you want. Okay. Let me put this shit away. I've been kind of dying to get better loot anyways. We got our ascendancy when we come back.
Ancient power.
90, 18, 18. Yeah, buddy. So I'm not confused when I come back. This is the bar. Those are fucking quest items I gotta go get rid of. I'm getting really thirsty, so I think after this smoke, I'm gonna run across the street to the store. You know what? I fucked up. I gotta go back. I get in the routine of using the same shit on both characters. And then I gotta keep switching back and forth because I'm a stoner. Okay, so we can put this armor back in there. I think. It was this one.
I used to be a stoner bro. I had quit a year ago. My favorite was the strain for Gorilla Glue.
The strain for Gorilla Glue? I mean, there's so many strains out there, it'd be so hard to find that again. I can't believe how many different strains there are. It just doesn't make sense. I feel like they just stick a seed in the fucking, in the pot and they go, I'm gonna name this, and then they come up with something stupid, and then they put it in, and then, you know. Like Gorilla Glue. Buddy was probably sitting beside some Gorilla Glue when he came up with the name for it. See, this is rough because I start losing track of what, put that on there so we know that this ambulance. Okay, I think that's everything in this direction. And then I have my one. I think I brought this over to... But I kind of fucked it up. Okay. Ah, my goodness, I gotta go back in there. Because I just took those gems out of my skill tree, I didn't put them into the stash. Fucking idiot.
Poison does so much damage.
Poison does so much damage. If you're liking the way that the poison is working with that spear, then the the ascendancy with the triple rings will probably be a better thing for you. Have you tried out the lightning spear at all? Oh, well, I guess with that poison spear, it doesn't allow you to deal any elemental damage, so it'd be pointless to use. Yeah, well, kind of wonder what would happen. Is it going to turn it into physical damage or into poison damage? But I know that poison spear doesn't let you do elemental damage. Doesn't say anything about not using elemental skills. It just says no
bro,
elemental
but I would
damage.
like to go towards the lightning way with this character.
Yeah, I'm gonna show you the lightning way in a couple minutes here. Once I get myself all situated. See, each piece plays a part in the puzzle. I think I still gotta screw around. Oh no. See, and that's that whole loadout. Oh, I left my fucking freeze charm on that other character, didn't I? Idiot! No, we got one right here. Look at that. Fucking rockin' boys. Put a gold one on there. I like how they brought out the greater imperfects, because it upgrades the level of the item when you use it. So that golden charm was only like level 30 or something. It brought it up to the 60s. Okay, let me put my gems on. Where are we at? Right here. And then, oh, the other one wasn't from here? I thought it was. Okay, I guess not. Put that back. Got spear, scepter, all the armor. You sure that's the right ring? Yes, that's the right ring. Skills. So right now I got my lightning spear at 107,000 damage per second, which isn't bad. I want it to be more. I had it at 150,000 on my other Huntress character in Dawn of the Hunt, but this is a different season. We have different stuff. Okay. The Ascendancy was the Amazon, because you get this thing. Where is it? That one. So The first two is alright. Critical hit chance with attacks can exceed 100%. Gain additional critical hit chance equal to 25% of excess chance to hit with attacks, like with your accuracy, okay? And then you have 12% increased accuracy rating, and then attacks using your weapons have added physical damage equal to 25% of the accuracy rating on the weapon, okay? So basically saying this spear right here has 574 accuracy on it, so 25% of that is added to physical damage in my attacks. The lightning spear is a skill that turns your physical damage into lightning damage. So in the bottom there it says converts 80% of physical damage to lightning damage, blah blah blah. So the more physical damage you deal with your weapon, the more damage output is going to be in your lightning spear. And it's the same goes for pretty much all your other spears. It converts physical damage to fire damage. I thought I had a cold one here, but I don't. So yeah, when you start out though, I recommend you do like a combo of like either the spear throw and the explosive spear, because the explosive spear does a lot of damage, and you'll have 2 slots to start. So I would recommend doing short fuse and the limit one. Supported skills have +1 to limit. So do short fuse and the +1 to limit, okay? So right now, my explosive spear it keeps cycling because of the fucking mount. Here, if I get on the mount, then it'll just stay the same. So we're at 134,000 per explosive spear. So I can place 2, and they can explode at the same time, and that's 260,000 damage. Right? So 2 explosions, and you can get the +1 limit, and like for how fast it's exploding, you'll have that too, because you have 2 slots. So I would get into, I don't have spear throw attached, so I'm going to use my lightning spear as an example. I would spear throw, and then while you're waiting, do your other spear throw. So explosive, spear, and it'll go really well. If you want to get fancy with it, I think I still got it. Stormlance. So your skills interact with each other. So the Stormlance will shoot lances in the ground that just shoot out lightning like normal, okay? But you can do Stormlance and Explosive Spear, and it'll make the lightning freak out and shoot all of the lightning bolts out at the same time, rather than over a duration. So you have interacting skills. And that's useful for when you get to like bosses, right? Or you just run up to the boss, throw that down, throw down your explosive, back up, start shooting the shit out of them, and everything's good to go. Okay, we'll do a couple, 2 of 15. And then this is the row amount, by the way, which is amazing when you unlock it. So you have no movement speed reduction on your skills. And then if you pair that with this support gem, supported skills deal 20% more damage, but they have 30% more movement speed. 30% more movement speed penalty, but since I'm on the row amount, I don't have any movement speed penalty, so I get a base extra 20% damage. But you can get knocked off the row amount, and there is some bosses that have really fast attacks, and you kind of have to dodge off the row amount, so I am slowing down a little bit more, but honestly, I'm not, because of how much attack speed I have, and how much movement speed I have. Let's do a really buffed out fucking thing, yeah. So this map I'm doing, actually, okay, bear with me, man. I'm stoned. I gotta go over to the store and get something to drink. My mouth is like a fucking carpet right now. It's so dry. I'm gonna take a leak. I'm gonna run across the street, grab Battle Pop, then I'll be right back, okay? Alright, my man. I'm back. And I'm ready to attack. my lightning build. Here we go. So I have a ring on that turns on my lightning damage to cold damage, and then I base everything off of cold damage. So basically everything freezes on first contact. And then this weird map here with the green circle on the right side is just like all the monsters are gonna come from that rift. Hang on a second. Huh? Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't think so. My biggest enemy is projectiles.
This'll do now.
I froze it in the ground. I feel like I got a buff. Somebody's got reviving minions. Wait a minute. I don't have fork on. That's why it feels so strong. There we go. I switched between fork and another one for bosses. How many of these things are gonna spawn? I feel like that was a lot for one little spot. And there's a map boss on here. Look at that. I guess we can do this expedition. Expedition. Number of rare monsters is good. Can I get both of these? Yeah, I can. Yeah, we got the boss. I'm not gonna do the rituals because it'd be kind of pointless. We got little enemies over here. Still little enemies way back there too. We're pushing up towards the boss. I'm gonna go grab the waypoint for it. Nice, it respawned. Grab the waypoint. It's better to go this one. it's over. Might as well walk through this one. Nah, this guy, he's got such a weird lock-on spot. Like the spear starts like just trying to aim for his arm. Kind of sucks. I didn't switch the gem over. I forgot I was in the middle of a battle of trying to get mana. When I last played this character, I was like, man, I need more mana. And then I was like, you know what? Fuck this, I'm starting a new character. Can I put all of them? Well, hang on here, master. Why did it have to be both on the suffix? Okay, we're gonna do this and this. So watch this. Desecration attempt will add only suffix modifier. Desecrate a rare jewel. Hit the charm charges. Well, should I do the next hit before I do this? Yeah, I should probably do the next hit. Because if it's something like garbage, it's not worth it. Melee damage if you dealt a projectile hit. What kind of shit is that? I might leave that there. We're gonna do the prefix. Do I have any of those?
Have an order?
Yep.
All right, your order is registered.
I had those. Idiot! It's okay. We'll live. Okay. Melee damage thing. Yeah! Yeah, boy! What? Well, of souls! I hope it's... What was it? It was a prefix, wasn't it? Prefix. What can we get? We can get like a gain percentage. Whew. I'm wondering if I should get a double roll now. Do I have any of those? I don't think I have any of those. And they're expensive too. You watch. Probably gonna be like a divine and a half plus your foot. the left foot too, not the right one. Reroll. I'd say 140. Oh, it went down. Okay, I can live with that. That went up. Oh shit.
I'll fill that in as soon as I can.
Thanks. Reroll. I don't know if it uses it anyways if you don't choose to reroll. But it might be worth it, ladies and gentlemen. It might be worth it. So let's boom, boom, fingers crossed, toes crossed. Oh, 15% projectile damage. What? It makes me want to choose it, but it also makes me want to click reroll because I could get percentage. But we're gonna click it. Because knowing my luck, I would not get percentage. Oh yeah. Okay. Does that stay at 15? Oh no. It has a 5 to 15. Because I was gonna throw a divine orb at it to try to get the attack damage up. Ooh, that's risky. How much do I get? 100? Fucking down. 107,000 compared to see, this is already pretty decent. This one, it's the only one I could fucking change. Okay. 108,000, so it went up a bit, but not a lot. So, what's this? I might vow both of them. And it's survival of the fittest. The question is, attack speed. The attack damage is up there, movement speed is up there, attack speed is up there. I just don't like how this attack damage is sitting at 7. Fuck it. Just hope for the best. Didn't do nothing, it just locked it. And it just locked it again. I like the movement speed. This is a hard decision, man. Over 1,000 damage? I think I'm thinking too hard. Look, it was a really good jewel, okay? Got a stoner moment, I'm over it. I'm over it. Are you over it? Because I'm over it. I'm over it. We're all over it. Let's find out where that other moment is then was. There's one right here. Alright, buddy. You're gonna drop an Astramentus. Astramentus here. Maybe if I go to the local and I say, hey, buddy. Drop an Is it R or E? Astramentus. I hope it's the right way. Drop an Astramentus. Period. Done. Hey, buddy. Drop an Astramentus. No Astramentus. What's that? That didn't have a good roll on it. And same with that. That could have been 40. I think I'm gonna go for the shield. I don't think I have the shield. If I do, I'm gonna be upset. Ba-boom! I wouldn't mind that on my mage, my sorceress, because it's got cooldown, and that little storm thing depends on cooldown. We're gonna work our way to here now. I think it just gave me bad rolls because I think I spelled Astramentus wrong, and because I used a level 15 map. We had a holy grail sound. Serpent scale coat.
This here tells a story.
Cannot be poisoned. Look at that. That's cool. What are you making out? Tomb of the Consort. Nice. You're moving. Weird how they're like all up there.
You sure about that one? Seems risky.
Alright, I think I'm gonna take a break. I've been up since 5 o'clock in the afternoon yesterday. I'm gonna figure out some food and then crash out for a bit and then probably come back. I appreciate everybody just come by. Thanks for coming by the stream, and I hope to catch you on the next one. Alrighty, guys. Later.